Hey guys, this is Travis and Kyle with Beyond Bipolar blog. Today is a very special event. We are at an art venue that Kyle and I have participated in. I have actually placed 22 artworks and Kyle has placed how many artworks?
Maybe 20 some, maybe.
So basically, People's Incorporated sponsors this event called Artability, and Artability is primarily actually geared towards people that have mental illnesses. Their organization, which I believe is a nonprofit, specializes in providing services for people with mental illness. And the beauty of this is that we both struggle with mental illness. I have bipolar, Kyle's anxiety and depression. But for here, what makes it spectacular is that this event, an art show, is geared towards Kyle and I. We just want to show you around on what's happening. Is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, so we've been really super busy. We've been going to a few events. Our first event was the Adopt Hub's Kimchi Festival. We didn't sell. Our prices were a bit too high. Can you explain a bit of your price decisions now?
Typically, I usually try to sell anywhere from 200 to 250 for an 8.5 by 11 drawing or large scale acrylic work or airbrush work, but I don't think it's sellable. I kind of regret reducing my prices 60 to 70% because not only did I reduce the price, but you only make 80-20. So basically 20 of the percent that you make goes to the organization, which is beneficial in a way because it helps provide services and keeps their organization launched. But at the same time, as an artist, I'm a little wary on it.
I wanted to mention to him that, yeah, I kept mine a little bit higher. I tried not to go lower than maybe 75, I think. Somewhere the 25, even 10 range, like the smaller, like the Korean heart. But I was a little wondering why Travis lowered his price so much, but I guess you live and learn. So I guess we'll just take a look around here and hope you guys enjoy the scenery and the beautiful art by really talented people here. All right, thanks.
All right, thanks. Oh, there's one of my works. It's not that great. I sold for how much? 30 bucks. I even think that's a little high, but hey guys, so this is the crap that I produce. I think I produced it a little too high. I don't even remember setting the price, but I was just trying to come up with acrylic work that was specialized in seasons.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, we are. That's Travis Bale's son. Oh, thank you.
So amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh. Just been admiring it throughout the show. Do you have like your own studio or something?
Nah.
No, but
maybe you can explain.
I've been doing it for 15 years. It's just, I've never actually officially had a showing at all. We did recently do one for a Korean organization.
Yeah, we're Korean adoptees, so we kind of had.
We
our
didn't
own
sell
festival
anything.
there.
It just we thought we figured to put some of our artwork on the Artability, since we both have mental illnesses. I've had bipolar disorder for 14 years, and I thought this is kind of fitting to share some of my work.
Well, it's just beautiful stuff. Now, I think they'll be starting up the workshops again, probably January.
It's really nice that you can pretty much participate all your artwork if you want.
There's no limits.
Well, we did that this year because we haven't had an opportunity to do the art show.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And that's why we told everybody just bring it in.
Okay. Are you the lead curator of this, or?
I was in 2019.
okay.
Someone else is now, but
Okay.
we just kind of all sat down together and just tell everybody bring it on.
Oh, okay, nice. Thank
Well,
you very much.
I appreciate
for
the
hosting
organization that you've created for us. So it's really beneficial, and we can see a lot of other talent out there. So basically, I did this one. It's probably one of my weakest works.
It's horrible.
I have to laugh at it because I think I priced it too high, but that lady does understand that we have a lot of talent. This is just one of the weakest ones. Like the first one we see it is the worst one.
You guys, for this Christmas, I'm gonna sell this and use it and tell them they can use it for toilet paper.
If you do want like postcards, we can make this postcards if you find it something that you want in the future. But
how much is postcard?
Kyle, postcards are how much?
Probably $5.
$5 a piece.
But for that, maybe one.
Yeah.
Postcards are how much?
$5, you said.
I mean, this is not our art, but this is actually really nice. I like this one.
So I just want to share my first drawing. I'm a hyper-realistic artist. I've done it for like 15 years and just recently got into it. This is a Korean singer. Her name is EU. I don't know her Korean name, but I've done a lot of these. I think I've done like maybe 8 or 9 that I actually shown here. I'm very happy with my traditional work because I spent a lot of time on it, and compared to my airbrushing and my acrylic work, the strongest point is my drawings that are just with pencil.
There's another of yours.
Yep. All right, so there's 2 here. This is a pinup model, and this is actually the Revenant. It does not look like him. I really struggle at this one, so I try to redo it. But this is just some
Why does it say
examples.
Travis and Kyle Bales? I never did that with
Maybe
you.
not. I don't know. Maybe they messed up. But anyways, these are just airbrush works. This was done in 2012. This was done in like 2021 last year, which I originally started maybe in 2019. I wasn't happy with it. I know it doesn't look like Leonardo DiCaprio, but it kind of has a Jesus Christ look. So I figured it might sell, but who knows? This is just a lady from a magazine that I tried to...
She's not your girlfriend?
No.
You want to do a little explanation?
So this is kind of look like a Mondrian, just with acrylic work. When it comes to a lot of my acrylic work, I kind of just do it off the whim and it just improv, and some of this work ends up kind of showing up in my mind and I end up creating it. I think this work in particular, this demise one, I have a tendency to not feel so great. So I usually make a lot of art that's a little bit more dreary, demonic, or depressing. I'm not really too fond of it, but based on more of a surrealistic or abstract, I think it looks pretty nice as just a regular painting.
So are those your hands?
Yup. And they're bleeding because I bleed with bipolar disorder.
You're schizophrenic, right?
Yup.
I'm glad he chose the appropriate appendage this time, guys.
So there's 2 pieces here actually. And why don't you explain yours first?
Hey guys, I'm actually pretty proud of this one. This is called Young Buck Palace. This is actually my first kind of attempts at just painting. And I kind of followed an image and I kind of like the bright colors. I wouldn't say I'm the best artist. It's really hard to be a realistic artist with acrylic. I need to get a little bit more practice, but I'm pretty happy for it. The original price, I think, was $250. I dropped it down to $150. I think in the end, maybe I should have made $100 for that, but we'll see.
No, it's definitely worth more than $100, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
How about this guy?
So this is Joseph Joestar. I like anime, and my brother really got into this first, and he suggested me to do an anime type
Rip
airbrush.
dudes.
I gotta tell you guys, I thought he was from Street Fighters.
No, he's from something called JoJo, and
Have you guys seen Street Fighters?
it has a similar style. If that's what you're
Basically, we
thinking.
like them because they like to strip up their shirts, and they're strong, and it's great.
A little bit. So anyways, this is just a sample. I don't do a lot of anime, but in the end, this is the style I tried to emulate. I think generally speaking, like I feel like I usually sell my work from $200 to $250, but in case this is such a non-profit, I reduce my prices from 60 to 70%. And I feel like generally speaking that I hope to sell something here because my prices have been greatly reduced. Kyle.
I don't know why that says Travis Bales. This is actually mine, but it's all right. I like this like dreamy watercolory type. Honestly, this is actually came from even though it's peaceful, this actually came from a place of pain. I actually was really feeling really horrible that day. But I knew I had to do artwork for the Kimchi Festival, so I just kept at it, and I like it. It has kind of an Asian vibe. And Travis's next, probably best airbrush paintings coming up next. This is probably the most, this should have been $250, I feel like, not $150.
You know,
but
I'm pretty proud of this. This is probably the best I've done, but I know several artists that are way better than me when it comes to airbrushing. I guess I don't have the patience to do it, and my technique is not as good, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I know it's has more of a surrealistic, abstract look, and the penmanship isn't terribly great. But at the same time, I feel like it's something to showcase I'm pretty proud of. So to be honest with you, a lot of my artwork that I sometimes do is kind of like a wipe technique. I don't want to go into details since it's something that I like to keep to myself because it kind of gives it a unique kind of character to it. But anyways, I'm also not the most patient person when it comes to art. I just want to get something done. Maybe I'm bored or not feeling too great. And this is kind of an example of it, but it's something I really like. So I'm hoping to sell this one.
There's another, our first realistic drawing. Mine's right here. This was done a long time ago, I think in 2006. And it makes me think maybe I priced it a bit too high. I don't know what you think.
A little too high.
It probably should have been for 150.
It was a famous
but,
person, maybe, but
yeah. But it's just a random online girl. And I just want to point out this woman named Susan Galvin. She's right next to us. We actually met her at one of the painting workshops here for the Artability, and it looks like I actually like it. She has a really nice technique.
So basically, I've done 2 famous actors. This guy is Homelander from the show called The Boys, and he has that really iconic smile, very demonic, since he is kind of a demonic character.
And the girl that's holding the camera, she bent the paper, so he tried to fix it.
You can tell it's a lot better, but that's all right. I will never forgive her.
Anyway, just kidding.
But anyways, this is Scarlett Johansson. I don't know if you recognize her, but I got like over 200 likes on this. So I'm hoping to at least sell
this. This is another one of mine, another drawing, a girl from 2006. Turned out to be a catfish, wasn't her, but that's a story. And you're right next to a palm.
Love palms, are cute.
So guys, here's
thanks,
more
buddy.
of my work. I don't know where Travis went. This is on top. I actually did that with him. I kind of messed it up. I regret making it too busy. I probably should have left it alone. But anyway, that's from the anime Chobits. This is probably one of my best traditional drawings. I don't think I could do it any better than this one. This was some girl from Australia, from a dating site from a long time ago. We were just friends, nothing really serious. I don't know if you want to explain more of this.
So this is just like, I wanted to try to do like certain seasons. That one was winter. This is more a deserty type of wipe technique. I actually like this one a lot better than the Christmas one, but overall it just has a lot of color balance to it, very unique, a lot of different kind of bright colors. So I'm really happy with that one. And this is a famous singer called Jenny Kim. She's actually maybe the second famous after Lisa. But she's from Blackpink. I'm pretty sure you've heard of her, but I'm very proud of this one. I actually thought this was better than the Scarlett Johansson one, but didn't get so many likes. But anyways, still happy with it.
So this one right here, this has a really dark connotation. This is based off a buddy of mine who actually struggled with mental health issues, and he found himself in the criminal system, unfortunately. But it kind of just shows that I sometimes feel like mental illness and sometimes crime can go hand in hand. My brother and I are very, very fortunate enough to have a loving family in a place, because I'm sure if we had our outbursts in the past, we would not be doing very well at all. We might have been in prison too, and that's why it was very painful for me to think about, like, this guy could have been me. Luckily, it wasn't, and I think my parents were that, and although I wasn't really that, you never know. You never know if you could be that person, like that one split second. And that's why we don't want to promote any judgment with our blog and anything like that. So let's continue on. So again, my brother started with this. He likes to just start, but he does a horrible job at it. It was really drippy. Honestly, I tried my best to repair it. There was actually a hole in it. Maybe you could see the technique. It's just an all right painting. Realism is not my thing. I struggle with it. I want to get better at it. So this one was based off a dream that I had. I dreamt I was like at a waterfall, and I decided just to paint it, and that's why that came to be. All right, so this is not really a wipe technique, but several different brush strokes with very vibrant colors. I like this one too. Didn't sell, but at the same time, I think it has a really fascinating look to it. By the way, I'm taking pictures of all the ones so I can post it on Facebook and get people to look at them and maybe come. So guys, obviously we're Korean adoptees. I don't know if some of you already knew that, but again, we went to this festival called Korean Festival by Kimchi Festival by Adoptee Hub. And this was actually one of my very first paintings that I did. And I chose to do the nice palace with my wipe technique that Travis and I like to do. And that's it. All right, so you may recognize these three. I don't know if you guys seen Spider-Man No Way Home, but I've decided to do the actors, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and what's his name? I don't remember his name. Can't remember his name, but he's really famous. I know he is. Tom Holland, that's his name. But anyways, I did this last year. It was in celebration of the movie Spider-Man No Way Home. That was definitely worth more than 120. I knew they were in this movie, all three of them, but I actually thought this would sell, but it didn't get too many likes on Facebook. Maybe it's not my best, but at the same time, they're really iconic, so I figured, well, it might sell. It's Bennett, my girlfriend's dog, even though it's not. It's supposed to be a tiger. She thinks it looks like a dog, but anyway, it has kind of a colorful, extra chromosome look. But anyway, it's okay. It's cool. I like the background. Obviously, it's not realistic. I struggle with trying to do realistic art. I just have to keep at it. But I like the style. It's kind of cute in a way. All right, so here's another abstract painting I've done. I think it does use the wipe technique, but it's kind of dark. Usually if I do this, I'm not feeling that good. Maybe in pain or sad or depressed, but it kind of shows up in my art a lot. So this is just an example of it. I'm pretty sure you've seen the other ones. So this is Bloody Tears. I did this in 2012. This is actually probably the original work that I'm very, very happy with, and I was really, really reluctant to sell, but it's one of my favorite works here. I hope it does get sold because it is something look really beautiful. Pain. It's very nice. Very sharp, bright red. Is that your very first airbrush painting? I want to say it's my second or third. So very happy with this piece. So this is Elizabeth Olsen. She was featured in Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange. She was also featured in her own show called WandaVision. I actually originally thought this would get as many likes on Facebook as my other one because I honestly think this one's a lot better than the other one. But go figure. Maybe people have a different idea on what's good and what's not. I just feel like this is one of my top works that I've ever done. I'm very proud of it. I'm really surprised that the holiday season, this one wasn't popular. My brother started off with a tree. I decided to go more for an accent type look, and I made it more Halloween with the cat and pumpkins. I actually thought this was a really cool painting, but we did make a postcard out of it, but for some reason it's not gaining. And you made a, did you also make a magnet out of it, or? I did. Yeah. Yeah. So a magnet. So this is another winter holiday painting. I actually really like this one. I really like the burning sunset of this one. I'm pretty proud of this work. It reminds me of the sunset at a lake. All right. So Elizabeth Olsen, really poor man version of Elizabeth Olsen, but I try to do it from hand, and they don't really look that great, but it does have a really creative S to it, and it combines acrylic and airbrush, and overall I'm actually pretty satisfied with it, even though they don't bear the same resemblance. I really like this work a lot. So this is like one of the last paintings that we're coming across. This is actually one of my favorite paintings. I worked really hard on this one. I actually did this at my dad's house and then actually at my girlfriend's house, and I really like how it shows. It's basically Seoul Tower. I really love the colors with that one. It makes it pop. This is my favorite actually because he spent a lot of time. I spent a lot of time on this one, and this is the crane art kind of stuff. Each postcard, I believe, is selling for $5. So if you don't want to pay it for here, you can come get it at a
I'm
different
very
area,
disappointed this did not sell at the
Yeah,
at the
unfortunately,
Korean
no one
event.
really wanted this.
when
And I
it's
think I was
so
selling it for-
iconic for Korean adoptees and Koreans in general. But I'm very proud of what he did. I think it really represents Korea and
I
its
feel like
culture.
you're missing some artwork, like drawings.
Maybe they got sold. I don't know. So this is the ending of Beyond My Polar blog video of our artwork for People's Incorporated called Artability. I'm very excited to share with you my talent and Kyle's
Tell
talent.
people about the contact information if they're
So
interested.
if you're
in our work.
interested in reaching out with us, I'll provide in the description TravisBalitz.com and KyleBalitz.com. Balitz, B-A-L-I-T-Z. I hope you guys can check us out. I'm also more into music. It doesn't sell, but I do know I have a talent for art, and it happens to make me a little bit
we are
more
just
known.
oozing with creativity. That's actually what some people describe us as. They think we're very talented geniuses.
There is a lot more artwork, I think. It's just, I don't, maybe they got sold or it's in another venue. I
But
don't know
we just
what
want to
look.
show that just because you struggle like everyone does, everyone experiences down days, everyone has a certain amount of talent that they could expend. And rather than see this as a mental health event, I just want to see it just people expressing themselves and showing their talents. Is there anything else you want to add?
That's it, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and viewing our video. Please add the bell button if you're interested in
Please
seeing
like,
more.
comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button for future updates. Bye.